Hi guys, it's me Karen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do another page in the Santa's Christmas Grayscale coloring book by Ruth and Sanderson. And I'm going to do the last page in the second section. I noticed a little something different between the first section and the second section. This is actually just a little bit darker in the grayscale section, and this is a little lighter. But you get two copies, so if you wanted to color one in the darker, you can, and you can also do it in the lighter color. It just kind of helps with littler, tiny details, like the fur in his hat. If you had little critters, it's a little crisper. But I wanted to practice skin coloring on him before I go through the rest of the book and start coloring. And I was going to do it in Prismacolors. My problem is none of these are sharp. I haven't used the Prismacolors in a while, so hopefully I'm not going to be too heavy-handed with it, because this is going to be sharp and noisy. I just wanted to sharpen these. I guess I could do that off camera. Anyway, I'm going to do a very light coloring on here for like a few coats, like I've been doing with the polychromos and the other harder pencils, and see if I can't get a nice coloring on here. And I picked this one because, well, it's big. The other faces are kind of small, and I wanted to test all these colors out and see how it worked. And some of the pictures have got his head. Let's see. Let's go through a couple of these. Over here, find one. See, that's pretty small to do a bunch of layerings in, but I mean, you can once you figure out your colors that you use. There's another one here, and that's pretty small too, to try to get details around his eyes. So I picked this one for all that reason. What I'm going to do is get the camera down just a little bit and sharpen all my pencils so you don't have to hear that. And I will be right back. Okay, here we go. We are going to start off with burnt ochre. I'm going to use this in like the dark areas, the darkest, like his wrinkles under his little smiley here, where the darkest areas are. So accent his nose a little. His eyes, his little wrinkles that come out. His mouth. And this is just a really light touch here. We do not want to go very dark. We're going to put lots of coats on here, so I don't have to worry about it too much. Okay, then we're going to go in with light peach as soon as I find it. There we go, light peach, and we're going to go over all the light areas here, like his shiny little cheek, and kind of bring it into the darker area. We have light going on here, under his eyebrow, and down across this part, a little bit here, and again just light touch. Highlight of his cheek, the tip of his nose, going right up. Gonna bring it down into the hair so his hair can stand out. Down his mouth. Doesn't seem to have any ears here, so I'm not going to worry about those. Okay, then we're going to go in with peach. Same thing, we're going to just take it in a little darker down here on the cheek. Leaving this area lighter. We're going to go in where it's all kind of medium. And that'll be our first layer of this color. Just going to bring it all the way around. And after you get your first layer down, then we're going to go in and just kind of lightly cover everything in it. So that'll be our second coat. Okay, bring in nectar, get some off there. So this is nectar, and we're going to do the same thing, go down into the shadow areas, pull it up, Okay, we're going to bring in a little blush pink for his cheek area here. Just in the highlighted area. Tip of his nose. Bring in a little pink just to get it down here into the darker section. Okay, then we're going to go over it with, I'm gonna find it again, the regular peach. Just gonna kind of go over everything. Okay, then we're going to go back in with our first color, which is the burnt ochre. And then I'm going to take in a little bit of ginger root here. We're going to add it into the eye area. Give him some eyes here too. So I'm going to bring in some Copenhagen blue and a little bit of a light Cerulean blue. It's going to go with the dark first. And then I'm going with the lighter color down at the bottom. And then we will go in I'm going to go in with a little sepia just to darken the inside of the eye here a little bit. Bring a little white in there. Just blend that out a little. Bring in a little black. I didn't mean to make a pun, but I'm gonna darken up his pupils, and all I can find is the little black I have. So I'm gonna do that. There we go. It's looking like a face, hopefully. I'm going to bring in the light peach again. I'm just going to press a little harder on this. All over. Now, if you think he's getting a little pink, you can add in kind of a yellow tone. So I'm going to bring in like a sand just to lighten up a little bit of this. Just on the sides. And I'm going to bring in a little more of the nectar here. Just up on here. Does it look like a big mess or what? I'm trying. I'm going to turn this light off up here. Nope, you're still going to get that shine. So I'm going to just use my finger here and rub all that in. Okay, gotta get some of that off. I don't know if that light is going to help or hinder that. But we do have a color on him. I think it needs to probably be burnished a little more. Oh boy. So we're going to go back in with the, this is the light peach. And put a little more pressure on that. And I'm going to get a kind of a darker color there. A light umber or something I have to find. Let's see. That might be a little too dark. Just bring in the peach color and see if we can darken this up a little bit here. So I was trying to go light, but I think it kind of needed to be pushed down a little bit. This is the light umber. Just going to kind of add in his wrinkles again. His eyelids. A little more light peach. And we're going to have to bring a little more pink because we want his cheeks to be a little rosy. Nose. And then his lip a little bit. Just a little around his eyes. Okay. That's looking all right. he needs eyelashes, and this pencil is not going to do it. So I am going to have to find a larger black pencil with a sharp point. So hold on. Okay, can't find the black Prisma for some reason, so I'm going to use the black polychromo. We're just going to go in here and give him some eyelashes, not much, just want them to kind of be there. Darken that. Gonna darken inside his mouth here, or we can bring down the mustache, one or the other. We're gonna darken inside his nose a little bit. Okay, then I'm gonna bring in a little henna here. Just gonna add that there, down at the bottom of his cheeks. Nose. His lip. Bring in a little Rosy Beige. Just kind of bring that up there. I'll put a little bit more henna down over here. Then bring in the peach, light peach. If I can find the light peach sitting here on my desk. And we're just going to blend that up. And we're going to throw a little white in there too. Can find the white. We're going to start a little bit of his hair. Gonna let most of the white paper work on it. Can I get this blue? So I'm gonna put a little of the blue we used in his eyes, the light Copenhagen blue here. We're just gonna lightly bring it up into his beard. Into his hair, into his hat. Okay, so he has a little bit of blue in there. Then we're going to grab some cool gray. We're going to grab some cool gray. I don't want a warm gray. Okay, we've got 2. I just took them out. So we got 20 and 30%. So we're going to go in with the 20%. Pick up on some of these shadows. So just kind of pull the color up into the whiter areas, down into these areas, and you're going to get a nice little accent on his beard. Right over all that blue. Go up in the hat too. Don't be sad if you go over a little bit too much of the white. You can always put it back in with the white pencil. Now we're going to go in with the 30%. The darkest areas, just add in a little bit. Under his mustache. In his hair up here. Eyebrows, the hat, get a little of this in his eyes too. Okay, then we'll bring in the white. You're just going to pull down some hairs. Turn the pencil so you can get a sharp point. Always works better with the sharp point. Pull down his whiskers. Pull some of those up into his face if you want. Go right to the edge and pull it up. Okay, his hat. We're just going to do circular motions and add in some fluff. Then if you want, you can add in some straight lines to make the fluff look a little fluffier. Pull some up towards the hat. We don't want to do too much up there because we have to color the hat. Just to make it look fluffier. Okay. Anyway, let's do his hat. I think he's got shoulders starting here and a shoulder starting here too. So I'm going to throw a little of the blush pink that we used up here in the light areas of the coat. I don't know where it is over here, but we're going to pretend it's over here because he's got to have two shoulders, right? So I'm going to make it there. Then in the hat, we're going to go up with the light pink. Oh, sorry, it's not light pink, it's blush pink. Into these areas, and you can exaggerate those little crinkles if you want. This is just like using a white to highlight, which we'll use there, but we're using a pink because we're going to use a red. And why not a red? You know, I like my deep reds. Let's see. Put a Tuscan Red. I'm going to bring it in the darkest areas. And bring it into the pink. And this is why I said don't put it too wild white up here in the fluff, because we want to get this red. And we can add more white up there, but we can't take it away, so I mean, we can try. Same down here in the clothing area. We're just going to run the red in here, right over the pink. And shoulders up there somewhere. Just go over all of it very lightly. A little darker here. Just a little more pressure. See some of this through his beard, so we'll go over those lines. Just going to bring that color in here. Okay. Just going to keep going over it until it blends a little better. Now you can do this bright red with some other colors like your Scarlet Lake. You know, just lighter reds. I'm going to bring in some pomegranate here. Just into those highlighted areas a little bit. It's more of a pink color. Just want to brighten it up a little. Okay, then I'm going to bring in the white. And this will go in the highlighted sections. And just smear it around a little bit. And you can add a little red on top of that too. Can't see that section. I'm going to go back in with the Tuscan Red. Just touch over that white. Same over here. Okay, then we're just going to go in with a clean white pencil. Get all that pink off that we had on from the hat. Sharpen it up a little bit, not too much because we don't want to break the point. And we're going to go over our white hair here that we pulled out. You're going to want to make sure you wipe it off a few times because we're going right into red and we don't want his hair to be pink. So just have something to wipe it off with so you don't bring in the pink. Okay. And if you do bring it in and you want to get the pink out, just bring in a Posca and you can highlight it that way. And if you have some hair you really want to have stand out, say around his nose here, down into his lip, you can bring this out. You can throw a little of that in there too. Okay. And up in his hat, where I got all this red. We want to fluff that out. Do I have pink on this one? Go over it in white. You might have to do that a few times with the Posca, because we're going to drag pink right in there. Don't know if I have enough in this one. You can also bring in your eraser, which probably would have been a better idea than to try to cover that up, and just erase the pink out of here. And if you had pink down here, you probably could erase it out of there too. But, I mean, he doesn't look too bad for first try of trying to get skin color down here, huh? I hope not. Let's see. Let's, see if I have a little Deco Peach. Try that down here. His eyes should have a little more darkness around them. Throw a little henna over here. A little sepia. I don't know. That's what we got. So I'll turn off the lights so you can see what it looks like. And I will leave a picture at the end of the video. He's not too bad. I think his eyes are a little funny, but hey, first try. And I worked it all on the Grayscale page. I left the Grayscale here just to remind myself that I did it in the, I mean, it doesn't need to be colored for me it's just a practice page for reference in the rest of the book. I'm going to do something with that shoulder. It didn't look quite right. When you change the lighting or look at it from a different angle, you can always fix the little boo-boos that are present that you don't know about. This little tassel, I don't even know what color it would be. I could do it in gold, but do your tassel the way you wish. I'm going to just throw a little of the sand in there, lighten it up a little bit, put a gold bead there. So we'll throw that in, a little bit of a brown, if I can find the brown I used, brown ochre. So we'll throw a little brown ochre in that little bubble there. Pull up some of these in the tassel. Throw a little of the Tuscan Red in there. And we'll throw, do I have a yellow? A little cream, just to make those stand out a little bit more. An orange for the button. I've got yellowed orange or yellowed. Throw some of that in here too. And a bit of white. It is a tassel. I can keep playing with this forever. Anyway, I think he turned out okay. So we'll leave a picture at the end of the video. And we're just going to call it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye now.